Welcome back to the silence of this destroyed town in Fire Emblem Engage. Last time we had our biggest battle yet, took down 6 bosses, and I learned never to underestimate Hyacinth again. Well, I mean, I never will get the chance because he's completely gone now and won't be coming back, but still. This time we'll be heading back to the Somnial to go over Leif and Sigurd a little bit now that we have them back, and do some more preparations and a lot of supports. Yeah, turns out we don't even have any cutscenes preceding the Somnial visit. First things first, though, I think I want to change out of this outfit.
Ah.
Oh, and you've got new items in stock. Okay, simple set. Yes, not having a shirt at all is quite simple. Also have the Daybreak set. And Sandy set. What I actually wanted to do was switch back into Sigurd style. I think that fits now.
Be well.
Don't really want to have Leif's big square cape. And speaking of Leif and Sigurd, where are they right now? Oh, actually, before I speak to Leif and Sigurd... New goods in stock at the armory and shop. So let's see what's available here. We've got... Okay, we can buy silver swords now. Levin swords. More Woodowls, Worm Slayers. And we can buy steel blades now, which is cool. Yes, we can buy all the steel smash weapons. Oh, look, a flame lance we can buy. How amazing! Okay, the Hurricane Axe is down there with the other smash weapons. That's cool. We can buy another Radiant Bow as well as more silver bows. And, okay, yeah, we can buy Bolganone now, as well as Thunder, more Fire, Wind, and Surge. Silver daggers and stilettos. And the Flashing Fist art right after we got that from Hyacinth. Aaliyah's physical attack with Flashing Fist isn't that bad. Yeah, it's a little stronger than Silver Spirit art, but you do take +5 damage, which on Aaliyah might not be a good thing. But perhaps more notable is the item shop, because I believe at this point... Yes, Master Seals and Second Seals are now unlimited. So you can do all of the reclassing and promoting that you want at this point. Though hopefully you should have all of your main team in their second tier class by now. Also some more, well, that's a lot of antitoxins in stock. Elixirs, we can buy more Fracture. They've got infinite Obstruct Staffs now. Another Rescue Staff in stock, another Warp Staff in stock, there's a Fortify in there. Again, remember that you can only use that with an A rank in staffs, and not everyone can reach that.
Do come again.
It looks like Leif and Sigurd aren't even here. Oh, I guess because I haven't equipped them to anybody yet. And I'm honestly thinking that maybe Tamara could go with Leif. I've been holding out for an emblem on Tamara until Leif, because I want to try this out, because Leif helps her build. She gets increased crits during the enemy phase with the Killer Axe, thanks to being a backup unit. And she's not going to be losing speed from that, good physical attack, and she won't have to worry about being forced to equip the Master Lance, because she already has her own long-range lances.
Leif!
To battle!
As for Sigurd, there's a few people who could use Sigurd right now. Louis was his traditional user, but I'm just gonna kind of try out Erica. If I made Louis a Great Knight, I could actually get the plus 50% damage from Ephraim on the engage attack from Erica. There's also Seedol as an option. Lapis actually got to a decent point with Sigurd earlier. But for now, I was kind of thinking more mobility on Ivy might be nice.
Sigurd!
I am ready.
And it's about time Somi got a new look. You know, after what Zephyr did to Vale, I think the angry eyes are justified right now. And I forget if I've used the wings yet, I probably have. Haven't really gone with that sky blue scarf yet. Well, that's cool, we can actually see these two, having a bit of a performance here, and, Seedol, is that a sitar? Well, whatever it is, it's unworthy of being subjected to Tamara's singing. If you can't tell, I'm trying to get Sigurd and Leif to spawn. I don't think they have yet. Okay, well, one way to guarantee it is to equip them to Aaliyah. Interesting, so I guess he's saying that it was different when Lumera was in control of this place. Of course, once we've switched over rings, I probably have to go to the room and then back again. But yeah, whoever is currently synced with Aaliyah is the one who shows up in the plaza. There you are with your square cape. Yes, I know they do, and I want them to be by my side as well. There are 4 of them left, and we need to make an effort to get them back. Speaking of Leif, though, something that I often end up forgetting is that Leif is actually Sigurd's nephew. Leif's mother is Sigurd's sister. It's kind of easy to forget that because it's not really commented on all that much apart from Leif and Sigurd's son being cousins, which is kind of a plot point in the 2nd generation of FE4. Oh, I do have Bolgan. Oh, I got that from Gris, right. I don't know if I've got you in the kitchen before.
Made with artistic passion.
Hey, so...
Right.
I don't know if that's a... So I know that some pairs of characters have potential unique conversations when eating together, which can affect support point gains a little bit.
I have undertaken a pursuit of individual handcrafted meals.
I don't know if that's a unique one for Fram and Diamant since she mentioned studying, but it could be. Wow, 3,000 bond fragments out of all those achievements? We've definitely got a lot, but now that Sigurd and Leif are back, we'll probably be spending a lot of them. And I just wanted to go in here because now that they're back, we can create their bond rings again, so we now have access to Olwen. And we can also polish their rings. Obviously, they're going to need a good polish after spending so long in, let's get the Zephyr, off of Sigurd's ring. Who will do that? Yeah, let's use a good flyer.
Handle that gently. Overdoing things a bit? Wipe away the filth. Is that not a
Yes,
waste
indeed.
of time?
We need to wipe away the Zephyr filth from this ring.
I appreciate your upkeep of the ring.
And now, Leif with Tamara.
A good cleaning is in order. It is already clean, is it not? You put great care in your work.
Okay, good. Actually, speed. That's helpful.
The thing for you.
And fairly expected of Anna, but that magic is getting up there, as is that speed. And both Amber and Alcrus are on the verge of leveling, but I think Alcrus probably needs it more.
Clan, 33rd Steward of the Divine Dragon.
Is that a steel blade? It is. Okay.
Yeah, please stop!
I'm sorry. Are you hurt?
But Alcrus still won, apparently. More decks for more Lunas is always good. Yeah, Alcrest fell behind quite a bit for me earlier on, but his levels caught up a lot, and I think it's probably due to just the sheer amount of flyers I've had to kill. This is something that I want to talk about eventually, but probably during a map, is just how I do think Engage solves the problem with archers in Fire Emblem. And I think it does it in a pretty well-balanced way. Like, it doesn't just give them 1 to 2 range. I don't think that's a good way to do it. That kind of robs archers of their identity. So, okay, now, while I can't get... Oh, actually, you are already at level 5 with Leif, which means that I could potentially inherit Vantage onto Amber if I wanted to, but only the kind of weaker Vantage. But that will future-proof him for the later versions of Vantage. The problem is that getting the later versions of Vantage takes some doing. Oh, it's only 500 SP, though. For this one, at least. And now... Okay, yeah, he, Axe Power 1 would be kind of nice. Although right now, Strength plus 2 is basically doing the same thing for that. I'd have to go for Axe Power 2 for it to make a real difference. He doesn't really have trouble hitting, though, due to the Leaning Grave. Although Canter, that would be kind of fun on him. But at the same time, okay, first things first, Seedol definitely needs to get to bond level 5 with Sigurd just so I can give him Canter.
I understand you guarded an emblem ring for us. I thank you for looking after my friends.
Sigurd and Corrin are apparently friends now. I wonder what those two talk about in their spare time.
This praise will go to my head if you're not careful. But truly, I am glad I could do my part.
And there we go. And equipped. Now, is there anything else you'd like? I mean, Gentility, but that's a lot of SP. Defense Plus from Ike is not a terrible idea. Do they ever trained Seedol with Ike before, so I'm interested to see what this bond conversation is like.
Ike, you should not go outside today. Your fortune, it doesn't look good.
So you're a dancer and a fortune teller? Those are some good skills to have.
Technically Ike has known, fortune tellers before with Micaiah, and Micaiah's descended from a species that are basically inherently dancers, but she can't do it herself. And I need to go to Bond 8 in order to get defense plus 3. I suppose for now, I'll just take defense plus 2. And Lapis needs to do her Bond conversation with Erica, which I don't think I've ever seen before.
Have you settled into our world okay, Erica? If you need anything, just say the word.
Her brother being allowed to actually speak, maybe.
Anything? I can't hold physical objects, but something fun to look at might be nice.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone in the army who does art. If it's anyone, it probably would be Zelkov. And it would probably be very, very bizarre and incomprehensible. While I'm on Lapis, you have 700 SP. What is that good for? 300 would get you dual assist. But I am actually thinking of making Lapis a Wyvern soon. Oh, actually, Lance Agility is decent for Lapis, especially since she doesn't, she loses crit anyway from her personal skill. Apparently, Lance Agility is quite good for Tamara as well. Oh yeah, I got the Spirit Dust I need to use. Okay, so I have 3 Novice books, so theoretically I could get Lapis to getting dual assist, but again, maybe she'll be a Wyvern soon. Interestingly, her resistance is actually kind of solid. I wonder if a Talisman would go a long way. Also, wow, Yunaka's resistance is getting really good for me. Yeah, you know what? How about you take that Talisman? Sorry that I'm kind of hopping between skill inheritance and stat boosting, but I do want to figure out who I want to use my magic plus 2 on as well. You know, if I'm going to be using Clan long-term from here on, it probably needs to be on him. He hasn't had much trouble one-rounding things lately, but that might change. Oh, hang on a second. I have boots on Amber too. Yoink? Yeah, I kind of wonder if overall... Amber does a lot of combat from standing still, though, is the thing. You need to be really low to get the benefit from advantage. I think right now I'm actually going to try the momentum build here. Okay, you almost have 1,500. Bond 16 with Lin, though. How much is that going to cost, and is that worth it? You're already at 5. It's just, I would like the idea of Jean having more speed. Because that's like the one thing he's lacking right now. There's also Leif's build boosts. So maybe you get to skill inheritance with Leif just to inherit build boosts.
I am Leif. I intend to win this contest.
Will you? Well, maybe. We'll see if you crit. If you don't, then you lose. You did not.
I
Okay.
must become stronger. That last battle was rather vicious. Are you alright, Jean?
I mean, your user killed Jean in an alternate timeline that I erased, so, this is a really awkward Bond conversation to be getting now.
Thanks for asking, but it'll take more than that to discourage me.
You heard it here first. It takes more than literally Jean getting beaten to death to discourage him. Also, wait, hang on a second. Does he have every... Yeah, he has every proficiency right now except Lance's. Oh, if I do this, I am just barely less than 1,000 SP. I mean, that's also potentially amusing, but... Yeah, right now I'm going to go for build plus 3. Oh yeah, I also have Silence Ward, which may be useful later on. But I'll take that for now. Because if I check his inventory at this point, yeah, he's no longer losing speed from L-Fire and L-Surge. I believe Louis already has a hit plus skill, but he can upgrade it. Yeah, so it's now hit plus 15. Oh yeah, I'm getting basically no use out of Yunaka's Vantage right now. She could afford speed plus 3 though, which she may actually need to help her double some faster things. That requires you get to 9 with Lin though, and you currently are at 0 with Lin.
You're so fierce and gorgeous, Lynn. I don't know whether to surrender or buy you flowers.
I have no idea how to respond to that. I'll take it as a compliment, I think.
I mean, it's a decent amount, but we've got the Bond fragments.
You look tough. I'd better be careful.
And get... Okay, Clan has 1,000, that means Canter. but it also means I have to get into 5 with Sigurd.
You rather admire the Divine Dragon, do you not, Clan?
Yeah. I waited so long for the Divine Dragon to wake up. It's like I'm living in a dream.
And now you get to be engaged with a different Divine Dragon. Sort of. Corrin's like... Okay, well, what actual type of dragon Corrin is a bit of a spoiler, but they're kind of close to that concept, sort of. I know the HP plus skills might also be useful, but I want to try out Cancer on you. And no, I am not doing that. Upgrading his I think he currently has, yeah, he has speed plus 3, so that'll give him another +1. Although, considering that you're a covert, bow agility might be nice, but it would ruin my killer bow crits. I think for now I'll just take more speed. More speed always helps.
As a princess, don't you love hanging out with castle guards and napping in the royal garden?
I would never do something so brash. Where I'm from, it would be seen as quite untoward.
I get the feeling Tana does that all the time, though.
Calls for a victory song!
Wow, you're doing 2 damage times 2 and you still won. I think she probably sandstormed.
A pleasure to meet you, Tamara. I vow to do my best and earn your friendship along the way.
Pleasure's all mine. Oh, I just thought of a song. La la Leif, he's better than deep-fried beef.
I have never seen that one before. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I didn't actually, because I think on my first playthrough I went with Leif on Anna, which in hindsight was not, like, amazing. So I'm going to try out how Tamara is with Leif in this run. And for that I'm going to go... Yeah, most of Leif's skills are utility rather than for combat, but I'm mostly doing this for the stats.
Let's have some fun, shall we? You gotta appreciate a lady with a sense of style, am I right?
Because, yes, wearing a ball pit on your body is the epitome of style.
Oh, yes. I once cherished a lady who I thought to be quite stylish.
Who is that? Is he talking about Nana there? Because I can't think of him cherishing any other ladies. Because Leif is somebody whose, like, pairing is absolutely set in stone, just like Marth. If as long as you beat the game with Nana still alive, it's canon. And Lance Agility. And I have to give up Dexterity Plus for that. That's like... An extra 2% chance of Sandstorm versus an extra 10% chance of things missing me. I'd probably rather go for the missing. Okay, yeah, Ivy and Anna are both kind of fine. Alright, Ivy is the one using Sigurd right now. Which means you probably at least need to get momentum, but apart from that, it's fine. I was fine with you being low level.
I am here.
I am Sigurd of House Chalthy.
Hi here, I'm Sigurd. I think that's all the Emblem training I want to do right now. So after that, it's time for... So Jean's level is capped, so I need to reclass him. And as I've kind of said in the previous chapter that I was playing, like, objectively speaking, Mage Knight is the best way to solve his problems. He'd have better build, better speed, a little less magic, but that doesn't really matter. He'd still have enough to beat what he needs to. His dexterity would also end up capped, but I do want to keep using the Bile Thyrsus combo on him for at least a little bit longer. And Sage, yeah, Sage would lower his HP, but it would still be capped. Would give him +1 speed and +1 build, but also +1 magic, and would let him still use staves too, and I'm liking him using staves. So for now, let's go with this. Although, unfortunately, as I've said before, I do not like Jean's outfit as a Sage, and you're about to see why. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, the cape is cool. I kind of like the cape in that color scheme, at least. Because I was originally going to have, like, Jean and Clan swap, like, classes, but then I realized last chapter, Clan did pretty well with that silver sword against an enemy mage, and I sort of want to keep it that way. Plus, I'm liking higher movement on him. But there are some other reclasses I might want to do, and one of them is... So, initially I thought, okay, maybe Louis will go Halberdier later because of the idea of, like, pincer attack Erica. The problem is that with only 23 defense is not super high for this point, and he get double And, well, I mean, 23 defense is okay when you're not getting doubled, but when your speed is this low and you're getting doubled by everything, that 23 defense would fall apart quickly. And I've heard pincer attack isn't even that good anyway. So, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's time for Great Knights? I get an additional weapon type, as well as more speed, more movement, for only the cost of a lot more movement, actually. For only the cost of 1 defense, a little bit of strength. I do end up vulnerable to break, though, which is one of the main things I like about using Louis, the fact that he's immune to break, but, like... Yeah, the problem is, I've tried Great Knight in the past. I tried it on both Temera and on Goldmary in earlier playthroughs, and it was horrifically bad both times. So, I've just had kind of bad experiences with Great Knight in general, but, I suppose I can try this. Seals are unlimited right now. Unfortunately, his armor has just got kind of bland looking. And once again, he carefully folds his old, enormous suit of armor. And my only other consideration is whether now is time for Lapis to go Wyvern Lord. Or Knight, whatever. Because the earlier I go for this, the better her strength growth will be. I haven't really been needing Brave Assist as much as I thought, though. And next chapter may actually benefit from me having more flyers. So you know what? I think I am going to do this. Unfortunately, it means she'll be spending less time close to Alchrist. I think now is the time, and I'm expecting her outfit to look kind of ridiculous in this class. We'll see. I do really like Lapis's default outfit. It's kind of a shame you don't have that option. Oh, actually, no, I think that's better than Hero. Her bonus to everything except weirdly builds, and she does kind of need builds, so that could be a problem. Yeah, honestly, okay, the fact that the red part completely ends at her, like, lower legs is a little awkward, but other than that, I do think this outfit suits her. Like, if there was more red, like again, armor lower down, it'd be pretty cool. Although, I haven't used Headlong Rush for a while. Sorry to jump back right into the arena, but I think I need to get Lapis a build plus skill now. Which means that everybody is becoming Leif's new best friend.
I'm Lapis, a royal soldier of Brodia.
I am Leif, the Prince of Leonster.
And my lance is spiking through my cape.
Too slow.
I must become stronger.
Thanks for the sparring match.
I mean, Leif admittedly has trauma from fighting wyverns, so, like wyvern riders particularly.
Sugar water is such a great pick-me-up. Leif, have you been here the whole time?
I've never tried sugar water myself, but as I'm recording this, it is insanely hot where I am, so I would very much like some water right now.
Incredible. There are so many ways to consume sugar. You are so knowledgeable, Lapis.
Well, apart from the specific reference to Lapis, I kind of feel like this might be an exploitable meme line too. There are so many ways to consume sugar, especially in the modern world where sugar just gets added to like everything. And now she's down to losing 1 speed from a silver sword instead of 4. Also, of course, the Holy and Genealogy engraves are back once again in case you need them. I am exactly 1 steal off of that. And now she's losing 0 speed from silver swords. It only costs silver to buff up Bolganone to be even stronger. Okay, on the one hand, Clan does not lose speed from Bolganone. But on the other hand, Clan has access to 11 swords and Jean doesn't. So for now, I think Jean will take this. I'm about ready to do supports, but just because we had no bios in this part, I want there to be at least something new here, so the music box. I was always wondering when these songs played. I've used a few of them in my bios. For example, I used this one for Hortensia and I used this one for Temera. It turns out these unlock right here from the music box, which lets you change the music playing in the Somniel. Oh, I thought those were chess pieces, but no, they're just glasses. So yeah, they're more relaxing versions of the map themes for each of the major nations, which is cool. We've got, yeah, quite a few more bee supports from Aaliyah. I was wondering whether this one would be amazing, and I was right.
Hello, Amber. Were you talking to the alpacas back home again?
Hey, Divine One. I sure was.
May I ask what you said to them just now?
Oh, I said, how's it going, fellas?
That's how you say that? In the language of the alpacas?
Totally. If I'd asked that back on the ranch, they'd have answered right away.
Really? That's pretty cute.
Yeah, it is. It's super cute.
Once again, yes, now Hortensia is screaming and screaming, being like, no, I cannot lose to alpacas in the battle of cuteness.
I never imagined I'd end up shouting back to them from so far away. Truth is, I didn't like my hometown very much. Middle of nowhere, nothing cool for miles.
Except alpacas.
All I could think about was getting out of there. Someday I'll leave this sty and become a hero. Now that I've become a retainer, I've started to miss home a lot more. I get kinda lonely. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I didn't mean to whine.
It's okay. I'm here to listen. If you're lonely, I can stay with you for a while. I just hope I can be as fun to talk to as your alpaca friends back home.
Another line that I need to take out of context.
Are you kidding? I'd love to keep talking. I can even teach you some more of the alpaca language if you want.
Sounds like fun.
I do like how Aaliyah just approaches every one of his allies, no matter how out there, with just the exact same amount of just kind of genuine cheerfulness and enthusiasm and support.
Picking herbs again today, I see.
I am so glad his outfit doesn't carry over into these scenes.
This one really makes a difference in treating all kinds of illnesses and injuries back home. I used to go out all the time with my father to harvest these.
I didn't get to talk much with your father on the island. What's he like?
Whenever I succeed, in studies or in helping out, he praises me like a well-behaved puppy.
That analogy doesn't make it sound all that good.
But when I mess up, he gets very upset, like he's scolding a misbehaving puppy.
So you're a puppy either way, huh?
Now that you mention it, he was the kind of dad where some days we got along and some days I hated him. But in his absence, I appreciate him more. Same with my mother. I didn't realize it when I saw them every day, but I have a lot of respect for my parents. I think the only reason I work so hard now is because of the way they raised me.
Jean, that's so beautiful.
Huh? Are you crying?
Yeah, don't play the parent card with Aaliyah. He's pretty much had it rough in that regard.
That story about your family was just very touching.
Thank you, Divine One. Here, take this poultice. It's good for swelling around the eyes.
Thanks, Jean. I needed that.
Yeah, interesting how that seems to have struck a bit of a nerve with Aaliyah, but in kind of a good way, maybe? Yeah, the whole misbehaving puppy thing does still kind of worry me, though, especially since I've seen a lot of media these days about how overbearing parents can seriously mess up their kids, especially if they focus on, like, that kind of praise and stuff.
Hi, Louis.
Ah, greetings, Divine One.
Are you doing your people-watching thing again? I can leave if I'm interrupting.
Oh, you weren't interrupting anything. I was thinking about my family.
Oh no, you'll make him cry again.
I left 3 younger brothers behind back in my hometown.
What is it with kind of mild-mannered armor knights in Fire Emblem and having unnamed siblings back home who never appear on screen? Because that was the case with Brom in Path of Radiance, with Kellum in Awakening, and now this guy.
So you're the oldest?
Yes, I am the oldest of us 4.
Well, in Brom's case, I think it was children rather than siblings.
Wow. It must have been tough being the big brother.
I suppose so, from a certain point of view. Our mother passed away before her time, so it was up to me to raise them. But I loved them nonetheless. We all muddled through together somehow.
Maybe taking care of them is how you got to be such a good retainer.
You know, you may be right. It takes quite a bit to ruffle me, as it were. And now that I consider it, growing up in that way may have given rise to my little hobby.
How so?
Spending one's youth in an all-male household gives one a rather narrow view of the world.
I guess. Do your kid brothers do it too?
They do not.
That kind of pokes a hole in your theory, then. I think it might just be you, Louis.
The mystery deepens.
Alchrist, do you have a moment?
I do, Divine One. What is it?
Why are you standing like that? Are you okay?
I'm preparing to bow.
And why are you doing that?
I want to be ready in case I need to apologize for something.
Oh, for the love of... There's no need for that. I just wanted to discuss that wolf incident.
Yeah, the reason why this hits so hard for me is that, like, I've known a lot of people who are very much like this.
Oh? Well, what about it?
I need you to understand something about me. And about you. I'm not higher, you're not lower. We share the same footing. Try not to think or act otherwise, okay?
I wish I could follow that order, but I just don't believe it.
Hey, come on. Why is it so hard for you to accept that?
I'm very sorry to disappoint you, Divine One.
I guess it can't be helped. I worry, but you do get results. Keep handling things your own way.
My own way? Are you sure? I'm aware that I often bring the mood down around others, and I struggle with compliments. I'm nowhere near as confident as my brother, so I'm sure my hesitation frustrates people. Despite all of that, you really think it's okay for me to keep handling things my own way?
I would say yes, as long as your own way isn't self-deprecating.
I do, but I hope that someday you'll take what I've been saying to heart.
Yeah, this right here from Aaliyah, see, I do like this. There's something that I really want to talk about regarding Alchrist and Hortensia, but that's their A support. I don't even know if I'll get it in this playthrough.
Very well. Thank you for your advice, Divine One.
It's just one that I do is just kind of annoying because, like, it got on, like, the TV Tropes heartwarming page, but it's just, in case I don't unlock it, it's essentially Hortensia saying, like, don't worry, Alchrist, your brutal sense of self-loathing is an endearing character trait, and you shouldn't change, because that's part of who you are, and I'm just like, what? Like, that's a horrible thing to say to someone. As somebody who has self-deprecated a lot in the past and still kind of struggles with it, it's definitely something that it's not an attitude you should be encouraging.
Ah, it's the alpaca-loving savior himself. You made it.
You mean the legendary Greg, alpaca-loving savior?
I know you mean that, but the way you say it makes me sound uncool.
Well, how's this for cool? According to the cards, today is the day you become a savior.
Really? Today? That's great!
So all that ridiculous Ike rampaging he's done so far, that was just nothing.
So, what should I do?
Make it rain.
You know, with all he's accomplished so far, I can kind of believe he's capable of doing this.
Make it rain? Like actual rain? From the sky? How do I do that?
That, I do not know. I'm not the savior, you are.
Oh, come on, you can't just make rain happen.
Look, if you're the savior of legend, then you should be able to do it. So saith the cards.
Wow, the cards really believe in me that much? I can't let them down. Right, okay, no big deal. I'm a legendary savior. I already have everything I need to make it rain.
Okay, just Great Ether the clouds above you, maybe? I mean, ether in Japanese refers to the sky.
Ainrei, Ainrei, Ainrei.
Okay.
Ainrei, Alfe, Aunde, Aune, Easeplay.
Rain fall down now, please? It's been a while since I've actually heard Pig Latin.
I have never heard this, spell before.
Alpaca, Yulpaca, everyone will pack up for rain, rain, rain! Whoa, rain!
Oh boy.
How was that? Is it raining yet?
Not a single drop.
Oh, come on!
I guess the fortune was off. I'm sorry. I thought I had it right.
No, you're fine. I'm the one who just made a fool of himself. Tell your cards I'm sorry.
Unless a bunch of people around are going to be crying at that display, or he actually meant to say rain, as in the reign of Amber will begin. I don't know.
Amber, I was hoping you'd teach me the secret to that Rhodian strength of yours.
It's not much of a secret. Like I said earlier, it was mostly physical labor back on the ranch.
Okay, so physical labor gives you the best strength growth in the entire game. Kinda checks out.
It sounds like building up endurance is important then?
Oh, for sure. The higher your endurance, the longer you can train.
I see. Very helpful. And to think, one can build up this endurance caring for alpacas. It's a dream come true. I wish we had alpacas in my country.
Don't worry, Marin. If you want to get strong, I can teach you everything I know.
You can? You will?
You bet. Where do you want to start? Running? Maybe some core exercises?
Why don't we spar together? Just to see how much endurance I have right now.
Oh, good idea. It'll be nice to have a new sparring partner.
I doubt I'll be a match for you. I'll just have to do my best and hope I don't embarrass myself.
Aw, man!
I can't believe it. I won so easily.
I can't believe I tripped over myself. I wasn't even attacking. I'm so pathetic.
Normally when Amber trips over, everything explodes and like 5 enemies die.
Wait, you're lulling me into dropping my guard, aren't you? Distracting me with pratfalls again.
Sorry, Marin, but I'm gonna call it. Lesson's over for today, okay?
Oh, okay. Another time then.
Yeah, with the clumsiness and wanting to be a hero, some people have said that Amber reminds them of Cynthia from Awakening. And yeah, I can kind of see that.
Louis, you've been staring at me for a troubling amount of time. Do you need something?
Good night of Rhodia. Please pardon any offense I have caused. My profound interest in you drives me to act in perhaps inadvisable ways.
Oh, Louis, you need to learn to word things better.
You call staring an interest.
You carry out each mission with such grace and never question an order from your prince.
Meanwhile, Louis questions orders from Saline all the time.
Moreover, you are so merciless in battle that some might unfairly deem you to be inhuman.
Ah, we seem to be well beyond interest now. Are you trying to be cute? If you think I'm dangerous, I won't argue. I don't completely trust you either.
Dangerous? Not at all. I fear I've once again given you the wrong idea. But it's undeniable that there are certain things you keep carefully concealed, yes? Secrets that only a select few are privy to. But I know all about them.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have a new novel in the works, don't you? A comedy that is frivolous in the extreme?
Louis, I'm sure I didn't hear you mention a new book just now.
Please, I am a paragon of discretion.
Oh, I believe you will be. You already know well enough to describe me as merciless. Take a break from your interests and enjoy a long, natural life of minding your own business.
Very good, Jade. I shall take that under advisement.
Wow, that is like just the most like casual, just death threats ever. Yeah, never get on Jade's bad side. Oh yeah, see, this is one I'm really surprised that I didn't get earlier.
Yunaka, I heard a rumor that you're very good at doing impressions. Is that true?
Zappy! I do them from time to time for a giggle. Want a demonstration? Here goes. I am Emblem Corin. I'll fight with all I have. Or how about... I am Ivy, Crown Princess of Elusia.
That's pretty good, actually, wow.
You get the idea.
Finally, I found you.
The legendary voice mimicker.
You were looking?
It is foretold that she and the legendary Greg shall bring the ultimate rain that will cleanse the world.
Yunaka, please. I need you to join me on stage.
By stage, I take it you mean the kind where you get in front of people and sing and dance?
Exactly that kind. I've been choreographing a stage play, and I am in need of an actor.
Nope, I can't do it. What you're describing is totally impossible.
I'll guide you through it. I swear, I won't let this be a bad experience for you. Please, Yunaka. I can't make this performance happen without you.
You sound so sure. If that's really how you feel about it, I guess I can give it a try.
Thank you.
Just remember, if it turns out I'm terrible at this, I did warn you.
I promise you, there won't be any blame. Only gratitude. I know what I've just seen. A gifted performer in the making.
Gratitude and perhaps some tomato throwing if this goes badly. Yeah, it's interesting because I have noticed this quite a lot, that oftentimes being good at acting or singing doesn't mean you have the courage to actually stand up on stage and do it in a public performance with thousands or hundreds of people looking at you.
It's a wonderful day for laundry.
Thank goodness you are not in Fire Emblem Awakening, or the fan base would literally murder you for saying this.
Wash, rinse, dry, starch, fold. Every step with precision and grace.
Look at you enjoying your chores. Is that even allowed?
I should hope so. I love laundry. Care to join me?
Me? I'll pass.
Are you sure? You might discover that washing clothes on a sunny day is refreshing and restorative. Keeping neat and clean won't exactly lose you any friends either.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Or maybe you've got something hidden among your unmentionables and don't want me to see.
What? Gross, no.
Yes, there's only like 5 daggers there. I could believe it.
I suppose I'll take your word for it.
Look, it's just better if I decline. Sorry.
Why is that?
It just is. I'd rather not get into why. Actually, I'd better go. See you around.
I wonder what that was about.
So I think the B support is where you find out exactly what that was about, and that's one that I do want to make sure that I do.
Seadoll? May I ask you about something?
What would you like to know, Prince Alchrist?
I've heard that you were once part of a traveling caravan.
Oh yeah, this is the one that gives Seadoll's backstory.
Is that true?
Yes, that's right. Merchants, performers, dancers. I've traveled with them all, and many more.
Really? That must have been incredible.
Incredible? That's a flattering description. I'm surprised you think so.
Well, I've rarely traveled outside of Brodia. My duties as a prince keep me so busy.
I see.
I'm also a bit of an introvert. I envy those who can navigate foreign cultures with ease.
The world is full of wonders. The things I've seen, some of it would take your breath away. In fact, if you're truly interested in that life, I could tell you a story or 3.
Really? I would enjoy that very much.
Of course, if I tell you these tales, I will be obliged to leave out some of the best bits. I can't be responsible for inspiring a prince to go adventuring beyond his kingdom's walls.
After all, we already have enough of that with Tamara.
Oh, no need to worry. I'm not that brave. I was anxious just asking you a simple question.
And yeah, Alchrist is not that self-deprecating, that supports. That's a pretty nice one. I think in the higher ranks of that, you do get a little bit more on Seadoll's backstory. And speaking of higher ranks, one I've waited for a long time.
I vow to protect you, Prince Alchrist.
Lapis?
Like I keep saying, I'm your retainer. Protecting you is my job, but I'm not doing this because I have to. I want to protect you.
Why in the world would you want to protect me? I'm not worth it.
That right there. That's what I'm talking about when I say you have no idea.
You said that last time, that I had no idea how you felt.
It's not about my feelings, Prince Alchrist. You have no idea how great you really are.
How great I am?
You're so perceptive. You always know so much about other people, yet you choose to focus on each person's best qualities. You find skills no one else notices. I can't even count all the times you've lifted me up by reminding me what I'm good at.
It's easy to notice those things when everyone else is more skilled than I am. Drastically so.
No, that's not true. It's because you're a kind person, Prince Alchrist. You're skilled and kind and so charming. Yet you'd throw your life away to keep others safe, even the retainers who protect you. Do you really think that's supposed to make me happy?
Oh, in that case, what if we form an alliance of protection?
What does that mean?
It means I will vow to protect you and accept your protection of me. And you'll do the same. That way, we both protect someone we care for and accept that we are cared for in return.
Much better. You finally sound like the kind prince that you are. Count me in.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's try this again. But together this time. I vow to protect you, Lapis.
And I vow to protect you, Prince Alchrist.
Thank you. And I accept.
I feel like if this was Awakening or Fate, that would have been an S support. I feel like that easily could have been an S support. It's just like, yeah, this is like one of the few times I've heard some people say they actually like Alchrist and Saline, though, as a support. And, yeah, as a ship, I mean. And I'm like, yeah, that's understandable, I can see that. But just, like, again, like, the fact that she actually, you know, realizes that she can point out the good qualities in him that he just can't see himself. Like, at first I was worried about shipping them because I'm just like, two people who are that self-deprecating, like, that could end really badly. But now that I see that A support again, no, I actually really like it. But speaking of supports I want to see, I definitely want to get that one. Speaking of shipping, though, I do feel like Amber and Merrin is something that I might have shipped if this game did have romantic pairings. Like, as I've said, I am glad that, like, that there's a Fire Emblem game that's definitely less focused on romance now. Okay, I already got the B, but I'll be showing that next time. But there are still some pairings I'd like to do. It just doesn't necessarily have to be like the be-all and end-all. Because I feel like that's kind of how it got in Awakening and Fates, and kind of Three Houses. Although Three Houses did have some platonic paired endings. The only issue with Three Houses is it just has, like, honestly, so far Path of Radiance is, in my opinion, the best support system in Fire Emblem, but Three Houses would be the best support system in Fire Emblem if it didn't have that thing where you can't control paired endings. Like, that kind of ruins it for me. The fact that you have to actively avoid getting A's for pairings you don't want, or have the DLC, in order to actually guarantee that you get the A support endings you want. We've had a few things unlocked, but yeah, we're on this ship now, or, you know, we're on a boat, and our next destination is Chapter 18. It's an obligatory boat chapter. First, though, let me just mention that we have access to the River of Light and Dark, which is Sigurd's paralogue. Not that tough, like, it's only suggested advanced class level 5. Like, it's lower than the Dark Ruins, although this one does have some very, very tough optional enemies in it. Meanwhile, this one is, in my opinion, the hardest paralogue in the game. 3 words. Thermonuclear warhead ballistas. You will understand what I mean once I play this map. But yeah, I think next time we'll be heading out to the road to Elusia. So I'll see you next time for Obligatory Boat Chapter.